stuff. The other stuff is called fun. That's what the other stuff is called. Like, people want you to teach and be angry.
Yeah.
They want you to just curse and yell and scream. Yeah, ISUPK was like, yo, I don't really give a F. You know, we here, I'm going to teach, I don't give a F. Move your children out of here because I don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you don't look happy to be here, man. And I had to tell him after the opening round, like, yo, maintain your poise. I'm getting under your skin. Come on, you're older than me. Cut it out. Have fun, bro. It's fun. I'm having a good time here. I was never conscious. Now I'm conscious. Ain't nobody going to take that from me. No matter what debate I do, I'm always going to be happy. Even when I'm going in, I just get frustrated at the fact mentally, like, I'm just saying to myself, like, what part of this message don't y'all get? Like, that'd be the frustration. But overall, I'm very happy to have the opportunity to share and showcase this information to other people that are willing to listen. So when I'm in there, I got to remind myself that you should be happy that you have this information, Polight, and that others are willing to hear you, and that you even have an opportunity to share it with others. So I never want to give people the impression that learning isn't fun. So when I'm doing my teaching, I like to swag out. I like to have a good time. I like to let people know I'm not taking it so serious that I want to kill these people. And that's why I told them at the debate, I love y'all. And the saddest part about it is y'all wouldn't appreciate that under even the worst circumstances because you're in religion. I don't know if he is a brother. And if you're not under General Yohana, then you're not under the Lord and all this other stuff. Like, I'm not part of God's concept if I don't join y'all. What kind of weird shit is this? You're taking it too far. So that when you think like that, when you think like that, you know, it gets scary. But I'm going to tell you something about all my haters. They really love me. Because after 4 or 5 years of following me and heckling me, you would think you had enough. But you follow me everywhere I go, don't you? You are up 1 in the morning, and you still can't get enough, can you? You're up 12 midnight, still listening to me, the person you say you don't want to hear nothing from. So what does this say about you, hater? I understand why everybody else is here. We trying to build and do something great. That's the state of mind we're in. But for the person that just can't stand Polight, why do you follow me on every damn channel, every lecture I go? You say, yo, in 32 minutes and 15 seconds, look what he said here. That's how I know I don't like him. You waited the whole 32 minutes and 15 seconds to hear and listen to someone you don't like? So you love me, man. You in conflict. You want the information, you just don't know how to ask for it. So you put up arguments so you can get a response back, so you can be taught and no one to be the wiser that you really wanted to learn the whole time. I'm on to you. So haters could come in here too and learn. But sometimes quiet down, because real people are trying to learn sometimes. Don't be trying to write with the biggest letters and the biggest paragraphs over and over and over every time you see something positive. Take your time, hater. Take your time, man. Come up with more sophisticated hate. Because I like to let y'all stay. I still let y'all stay all the time. I don't like giving y'all the boot because I like people to see how every time we're trying to build a community, every time we're talking about family, every time we're talking about health, every time we're talking about economics, you guys find your way in to try to deter people's focus. So you're more than a hater. You're actually an agent. And you might not even be getting paid for this. And that's the sad part about this shit. You might be doing volunteer work for the feds. And that's a damn disgrace. At least get some pay. Don't be doing this shit for free, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing that. They got plenty places that love to hire you to do what you do. You got people getting paid to do what you do. And they don't do it as good as you do it, hater. Come on, man. Get your weight up. Let's not be like that, because at the end of the day, it is clear what you're doing when you come out and hate, because there ain't a word that we said that was negative. There ain't nothing we said that's negative. But you still try to destroy the right image. So we go back to family and the last name. Last name. See your family as a business, and then think about the name that's about to come into your business. And I'll give an example. Would Donald Trump's family just accept any old body from off the street of any race to marry his children? Would the President of the United States allow some nigga named Killer or Matt Dog to marry one of Obama's children? Would Obama say, yo, we're going to allow a nigga named Matt Dog marry one of his daughters? Would America allow Obama to allow one of his daughters to marry somebody named Matt Dog? Of course not. Because with that last name comes prestige, and we start behaving like this, guess what's going to happen? If we behave like this, guess what's going to happen? We can start sifting through the maniacs of our community. We'll make people shape up. Because if we do contracts to get into relationships, when we say, I'm willing to take this relationship to the next level, so what I'm going to do is propose to you. In the form of this contract, in New Covenant, we call it the transposition lien methodology. It's a dual form of dowry or one-sided dowry. And it's a transposition lien methodology. Okay? And this is when we have a contract. We engage in contract to the woman that we take very serious, or vice versa. Once we start taking you real serious, we say, I want to be obligated to you. I take you so serious. I want to make this commitment on paper to you. And in regards if we separate or not, this is what you leave with. Because I love you so much, I want to see to it that even after our separation, you still can strive. You will not be economically trapped like most women are upon breaking up with their man. You understand what I'm saying? That's love. And love is law. And family is business. So,
I think he went to a chat. Just see.
It's okay. No one will see his comments unless we wish for it when the stream is done. Let him enjoy himself. What's his name? I'm pretty sure it's a man.
Yeah.
Is it Return of the Brother?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's common. He follows me everywhere I go. If it's not him, it's Dr. Tutan. And if it's not Dr. Tutan, it's RORR999. These are people that follow me everywhere. I actually know these guys. I feel like I know them. Return of the Brother. he went out his way to stay up tonight. You know how powerful I am? Where every channel I go to, if someone says something positive about Polight, this guy's name pops up. I believe he's actually paid to do what he's doing. I don't think he's doing it for free, because the effort he puts in round the clock against me is uncanny. And it's almost scary, because it feels like he's probably a violent homosexual. Yeah, it's scary. So, and I'm sorry. No, you notice how you said return, and I already knew the rest of the name, because it's just a handful of people that do this. But I'm really starting to think some people are hired to be agitators and to make sure that they take us from the momentum of thought that we're carrying on. So that's why he no longer exists. But let him have fun tonight, because I wanted the haters to come out tonight, because we're celebrating, because he was here for our first show. He's always here for our first everything. He's here for our first everything. I got loyal members who don't make as much events as this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we love you, man. You know, thanks for the support. So, the point that we're making is that you have to take your last name and look at your last name.
He said, I have to monitor you.
With you gotta love him, man. You gotta love him. Keep him on there. He'll say more interesting things. Let's all laugh at him at the same time. You know, he's weird. You know what I'm saying? Probably sitting in his house in his sweaty drawers, just going crazy, man. Like, build your family, bro. Like, if you, I never talk to these guys, but since we got a live one, I'm gonna take the time out and I'm gonna ask you, what part of us talking about family got you going, man? Come on, man. Cut it out. Stop being so damn wicked, man. You ain't gonna get me angry, but for real, if you really, in some way, really do care about our people, why don't you start teaching in the community? Show your face and teach. Don't come and disrespect somebody doing the work, whether you like the work or not. Why don't you go out and you do the work? That's what I always want to say to the haters. You will accomplish a whole lot more by working. You would accomplish a whole lot more working than you would accomplish by following somebody who's already in the process of working. Like, you're never going to stop what we're doing. So you monitoring is okay, but you trying to distract people when you know. Are you saying that the 100+ people that's on the stream right now and the thousands that's going to see the viewing of the stream, are you saying that all of them are Uncle Toms? Or do you believe, because I'll answer your questions, return of the brother. If you return my questions, if you return if you return with answers to my questions, I will speak to you too. I've always wanted to dialogue with one of you guys. So let's do it like this. Instead of all the name calling, let's do it like this. And I'm going to see if you keep a competent conversation so I can know if I'm really dealing with someone who cares.
Everyone's getting on him. Everybody.
Why don't you create your own movement and talk to the people day to day? Don't you think that it'd be more effective than heckling somebody who's en route to do whether it's good or it's bad? I believe you would be more effective if you tried to do good than if you follow me everywhere I go, because you've really been following me everywhere I go. This is the first time I ever talked to you. There's a movie coming out where someone is falling in love with their computer. The computer actually has artificial intelligence. It's called Her. And the person is actually starting to fall in love with the computer because they be in front of the computer so much. I have no idea what point I was about to make. I'm just sure it fits your mode. So anyway, I like to thank y'all. And I'll leave these. We're not going to allow these people into our conversations all the time. But sometimes I like to keep them there as an example that no matter how hard we try to work, there's always going to be someone there trying to create a distraction to take us away from what we're building about. But what I'm going to tell you is in the future.
He's saying give him a week with Polight on his wife and get down on mine.
Is that Return of the Brother?
Yeah.
Give him a week with who?
Polight going, with you going.
Give him a week with me going, and all my wives is going to be there for him.
Be down on him.
Oh, so that's what all the hate is about. You see, when I tell people they hate me, because of my wives or they hate me because of money, they say, Polight, you ego tripping. But I just gave the brother an opportunity to suggest how to solve this problem with him and I. And the brother's response is, give me a week with Polight away, and I'll have his wives bending down. So now I know to never respect you again, because I was actually going to give you an opportunity to see if we can rectify the matter. I was going to give you an opportunity to show your face and teach the people something better than I can teach. But I can see clearly what this is really about. So today is your last day. You see, that's what I do to the haters. I give you an opportunity to voice intelligibly what you feel. But this is what you did with your time. You finally got a chance to speak to Polight, and you finally got Polight to respond to you, and all you did with that time is suggest that if I just disappear, my wives would be yours.
Somebody say you can't speak on how to monetize property.
Okay, so you know, your mic will never be on. I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat to disregard him because it's clear he's probably high or sweaty. I'm sure he's somewhere sweaty. Like when I'm sitting in my house sweaty, that's because I'm in sauna. I got a built-in sauna in the crib. That's what that's about. Why are you in your house in front of the computer sweaty as hell? I know you sweaty, man. I know you ain't washing your ass. I know you ain't washing your ass. And you're without women, because if you had a wife, you would not be over here trying to entice, allure, or suggest that you can take someone else's wife. So we know that you are a single male in your house, sweaty as can be, ain't showering, and probably making love to your computer.
Just nasty.
And this is all that we found out factually from this one broadcast. Return of the Brother. You ain't going to be able to return to this joint no more. You better keep getting me on Sinetta channel and all that. But anyway, we love you, and I actually want to use you as a case study tonight because y'all see, when we ask somebody that's disgruntled, When we ask somebody that's disgruntled with Polight, somebody that's mad, somebody that we identify as a hater, to please voice how you feel and tell us what you can offer our community. You call me an Uncle Tom, I ask you to voice what you can do to better our community. And you know what you do? You make a pass at my wives and wish that I would disappear so you can get my wives. That's what you do with your time. But you call me the Uncle Tom. But our Uncle Tom would do some shit like that. Hope that the black man leaves his house so he can try to do something with the black man's family. But I'm called the Uncle Tom. You see, I want to talk to every time someone tries to hate, I like to communicate with them so I can show the world where the hatred comes from. Because today, we got a prime exemplification of where the hatred comes from. It's called penis envy. Yeah. And you're probably white. That's probably what's going on now. Now I'm thinking you're probably white. It's penis envy. Oh, you just a black male that's impotent.
If that good, why do we have to wait till you're gone?
You gotta wait.
That good?
No. He has to wait till I'm gone because he's that type of person, man. Well, if Polight leave, I promise you. Why you don't do it while Polight's still walking around?
Exactly.
You the man. You'll come in. They'll just go. They'll be in awe. There'll be a light shining around you. And everyone will love you and come to you and say, "Man, my king, you saved us." What y'all be thinking?
Out of his mind. Okay?
And he's not the only one. How much of these things do we see? Oh, please, Polight better never leave his woman around me because, yo, there's billions of women on the planet. I wonder how much women these males have that make these suggestions. This is interesting, and this is why we have to change the family structure, because these guys evidently have been missing parents in their household too, because they lack confidence. Because a confident male can get a woman with or without another male being present. There's confidence that exudes from a person who has high self-esteem. A person with low self-esteem will tell the woman that he's interested in that I need this man to disappear so y'all could be interested in me.
Don't make no sense.
Huh?
He wants to know how to notify property.
Well, in our next schedule, we still are contributing. That means a whole lot to me. I decided this is what I want to do with my life, seriously. So I joke around and I have fun. Like I said at the debate, when I start playing around and joking, that's just to make sure I stay calm, because I know people trying to try my spirit. And I really know what kind of person I was, and I don't want people to bring me back into that kind of thinking. So my mechanism, my defense mechanism for that kind of anxiety is to just laugh it off and don't take everything so serious. And I also want people to understand that the knowledge can be fun. So when we disseminate information, we don't necessarily have to be so angry all the time. Just because we teaching something don't mean that we have to be mad all the time. It should look fun. You know, we can have our moments. I have my moments. Sometimes I even cry when I'm teaching, you know, because I'm there. I'm right there. And what I'm talking about, I might put up some of those clips. I'm there.
Have you written a book on meditation?
I have a book on meditation. I intended to release it in March for UFO conference.